Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Y'all know the drill. We're on the NBA Team Profile Series wave right now, where we're talking about our thoughts, the floor, the ceiling of every single NBA team going to this specific season. We did the bottom five in the West, a bottom five in the East, and after that, every other team got their own individual video. And today we're hopping over to the Eastern Conference, where we're finally gonna get to see the Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan trio in the Brooklyn Nets.
I kind of forgot that DeAndre Jordan was.
He really is an afterthought.
But yo, Kyrie is up to Kyrie stuff again, man. The guy's saying about the media,
I do think Kyrie gets. I do agree with him that he does get misunderstood. I do also think though that he kind of exaggerates the level of misunderstanding that he gets from the media.
Yeah, man. I mean, with Kyrie, man, you either love him or you hate him, to be completely honest with you, man.
Yeah, facts.
KD kind of like the same thing, man. Especially on Twitter, man. I think the man's a little bit too sensitive. I'm like, come on, bro.
I think he just likes to talk his shit. That's it.
He just like talking shit. But there's arguably
I think KD's mad chill.
This is probably one of the most interesting teams in the Eastern Conference.
Bro, I think they're probably the most interesting team in the entire league this year.
Yeah, man.
This year, I think so.
I think arguably all eyes are going to be probably on them.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
With them.
I mean, you're getting arguably the best player. I say arguably because, people are going to say LeBron or KD, but he's in the convo. At the very least, second best player in the entire world.
He's the best scorer in the NBA.
Everyone's gonna be interested not only to see how this Nets team does, but it's like, okay, what KD are we getting? Are we getting 100% KD or are we getting 90, 80, 70? I think with technology today in medicine, I actually think we're gonna get at the very least the majority of KD's talents back.
Hey, you already know, guys. Hey, let's hop into it, man. The Nets. What's there to like? What's there to be worried about? What's up?
Look, man. With this Nets team, you got to throw away last season's stats and the season before it out the window because we're basically getting a brand new Nets team in 2020-2021. Durant, Kyrie, Jordan, Nash, D'Antoni, and even Stoudemire make this a team that a lot of people are going to have on their radar, including casual fans, because of the brand names that are in the roster and in the staff. And then you throw in Allen, Harris, LeVert, Dinwiddie, and that makes a lot of basketball fans want to pay attention to see how they perform on court altogether. Harris was the second best mark from wide open three-pointers among 154 players with at least 100 attempts, which is fucking phenomenal. And Jared Allen had the best stat as a roll man among 26 players who averaged 2.5 roll man possessions per game. So if I was Kyrie, I'd be a happy man knowing that I got a big man that I can, do a lot of role plays like that.
Facts, and he got that afro.
Exactly. Jared Allen, I think, got a lot of potential. He maybe, like last season, won his best, but I think people are sleeping on him as a big man. If he bulks up a little more, I could see him doing some serious damage. And then you throw in DeAndre Jordan, Allen, Kevin Durant, and Harris, who all ranked in the top 10 for true shooting percentage over the last 5 seasons among 149 players who averaged 10 plus per game in 200 plus per games. That's a pretty big deal. That's 4 players in the top 10 for true shooting percentage. Think about that. It's a really big deal. Now, what does it all mean? On paper, the Nets are a potential offensive juggernaut, but a championship is won with defense. So that's the real question that's going to be above their heads. You got to play two ways. Now, if Nash can implement a balanced two-way game for this squad, then I would feel pretty confident in this squad. Almost every player on the roster can defend. So if he inspires them to put effort on defense, then I could definitely see them making the Eastern Conference. And I'd cap their ceiling at making a finals appearance.
Okay.
I don't know about winning it all, but their ceiling, making a finals appearance. Personally, I believe they'll reach the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if this year will be the year where they're able to cap it off, thinking of all the other Eastern teams that already have their chemistry going. Celtics, Bucks, even the Heat. So that'll be interesting. Now, low key, there's a serious risk, like a pretty serious risk, that all of this can just blow up in their faces, explode, and their floor will still be making the playoffs. Let's be honest. With this amount of talent, there's no way you're not gonna make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like they would have to try to fail at that point.
I mean, there's teams that.
No, true. But even on their lower end, their floor for me personally, their floor is 3 to 4 seeding. Like that, I can't like if they do worse than that, it would really be crazy. And they make 3 to 4 seeding, and have a second round outing embarrassment. That's my floor with them. And yeah, and if they, I wouldn't. That being the floor, I wouldn't be surprised they get a second round exit if the team just implodes the way that we saw the Clippers kind of implode last season. So it's possible.
Hey, look, man. Just because you're arguably the best team on paper doesn't mean that you're actually gonna execute. You know, when you're actually on the floor.
Facts.
You got to take into consideration that Steve Nash is a rookie head coach. Yes, he made a lot of good additions.
Yeah.
For his assistants, but that's gonna take some time to be able to get the respect as a head coach, not as a player, because the guy's a Hall of Fame player, to be able to lead, that group of men to where you want to get to.
Yeah. I think it helps a lot though that he has experience with KD from the Warriors days. And I think I heard that he also has experience with Kyrie from practice and training and stuff.
But what you got to take into consideration as well is that unlike most rookie head coaches, there's not going to be a lot of patience when it comes to this squad. So the question is going to be is how fast you can get this to mesh really well. Health, because KD's coming back from very serious injury. Yes, technology has gotten a lot better, but what KD are we going to see?
True. And I'm with the coaching part, I'm really interested. For sure, they probably give him a 2-year window, because that's what I would give him if I was on the front office. Like, yes, his contract's longer than that, but I would give him a 2-year window where I really see, okay, how far do you go in your first year, and then that second year is going to be the serious. We're going to analyze how you really are as a coach, because you give him 1 year as a.
Now, question for you: do you think they should trade for a third star, Harden?
I don't think they'll be able to pull it out. If they could.
They could.
I would, but the talks are like the Rockets wouldn't do that unless they trade Kyrie. I wouldn't trade Kyrie for Harden because of the Durant chemistry. Like Durant wanted Kyrie, you know what I mean? And so there's that. But what I'm more interested is if the coaching staff will also butt heads, because we're thinking everyone's talking about KD and Kyrie maybe butting heads up possibly, but I don't think I think they're so similar and so chill with each other that I think they just get each other. If D'Antoni and Nash may butt heads, because D'Antoni is an offensive genius per se in a sense. I never thought he was a genius coach because he hasn't proven it by winning championships. But I'm kind of curious to see like Nash will want to do it this way. D'Antoni's like, oh, but I'm D'Antoni, and yeah, I'm kind of that part I'm kind of curious on.
But look, man, if things play out well, they have the talent that ceiling wise. I have no doubt they'll make the NBA Finals.
Oh yeah, they got depth, they got starters, they got everything.
And geez, I don't see.
And then they're in the East.
Yeah, to be man, like before these Lakers made these additions, like man, I would say, damn, if they made the finals, they could probably beat the Lakers. But since they made these additions, the Clippers, they're still a pretty, they have a lot of good depth. But for sure, their ceiling, they make the finals, and they have a realistic shot of winning it all. They're that good of a squad. Now, floor would be that hey, health is not on their side. The chemistry is not on their side. Kyrie does some stupid ass shit.
I'm not too worried about that. But the health thing, and I told you when we were doing the series, all our analysis, or at least mine, are based off obviously having a healthy team. But when we're talking about Kyrie, who is injury prone, and KD after this last serious injury, both stars do have a higher likelihood of getting injured than a lot of other stars, and that kind of gets me a little worried.
Yeah, that gets me a little worried. Now they do have enough depth in their roster that they can be able to weather the storm at least a little bit. But
to an extent, but not to win a championship.
No, hell no. If you have a healthy KD and
Karis LeVert and Dinwiddie step up and
no,
can you imagine?
Hell no. Look, if these guys are healthy and they're ready to go in the playoffs, I don't see any reason why not they able to hit that ceiling. If it doesn't go well, then they're probably gonna get eliminated in the second round. But if there's any bright ceiling, this time around, they didn't trade all their damn first round picks to get these guys, like, at the time. So hey, it's gonna be,
that was a crazy move back then.
They got that going on. But hey, you guys let us know in the comments.
They didn't get dinosaurs this time.
No, they didn't. They just got oh no.
They got vets.
Interesting.
KD's a vet at this point.
Interesting personalities. Sensitive, but interesting personalities.
Personalities that fit that Brooklyn culture, and I really fucks with that. Like, I really, really fuck with that.
But hey, guys, you guys let us know what you guys think. We appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Insta, Twitter, TikTok, on Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. We'll catch you guys soon, but for now,
Take
later.
care.